everybody, it's me, Becky, Youth Services Librarian here at the Longview Public Library, and today I'm going to be sharing with you our Week 2 Pre-K packet, Theme Pumpkins. We'll be doing this cute pumpkin face craft. I'm going to be sharing some of our favorite pumpkin songs and rhymes, and showing you some books you can get right here at the library. This week in your Pre-K packet, you'll receive a slip giving you the lyrics of our songs that we'll learn, some book recommendations, and a literacy tip, and the supplies you'll need to do this week's activity. A piece of blue cardstock, a pumpkin, and then some shapes that we'll use to create a pumpkin face. What you'll need from home is some glue like a glue stick. So the first thing you'll do is take your pumpkin shape and glue it down to your blue cardstock. This is designed so you can do a horizontal pumpkin or a vertical pumpkin, whichever you would like. And then we're going to assemble a pumpkin face with these shapes. So we've got some triangles, some circles, different sizes of rectangles, and an arch. While you're doing this craft with your children, you can talk about the different shapes. Talking about shapes when you're doing something like this, or even pointing out shapes during your everyday activities, is really good for helping build a foundation of math skills for children and to help them build the skills they'll need to learn the alphabet and eventually learn to read and write. Letters are made out of shapes, and knowing your shapes helps kids practice being able to recognize letters of the alphabet. Another fun thing to do as we are making this craft is to talk about emotions. So how we set up the letter or the shapes of the pumpkin can show, like, maybe this pumpkin is sad or scared, and this pumpkin is silly or happy. Talking about emotions is really good for kids. It helps them be able to learn to express themselves and to regulate their own emotions. So I'm going to build my pumpkin face and show you what I've made. So this is the pumpkin face that I made. My pumpkin is happy, maybe a little silly. Look, it's got a smile and some teeth. I used a triangle for the nose, and then a rectangle for a stem and a triangle for a leaf up here. Some rectangles for little eyelashes and circles for eyes. Now I'm going to share with you some pumpkin songs that are some of our storytime favorites. The first is called Pumpkin Pumpkin, and it's to the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It integrates a little bit of American Sign Language for pumpkin. You'll take your left hand and make it flat like this, and with your right hand take your middle finger and your thumb and touch them together, and you'll very gently kind of flick your other hand with those fingers, and it goes, pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground, how'd you get so big and round? Once you were a seed so small, now you are a great big ball. Pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground, how'd you get so big and round? The next song is called a Pumpkin Chant, and when we say pumpkin, I'm gonna pat the table, but you could pat your legs too for each syllable. Pumpkin, pumpkin. So it goes like this. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin bread. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin head. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin pie. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin eye. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin cake. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin shake. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin stew. Pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin boo! We have a lot of really great books about pumpkins here in the library, and I've picked a couple to share with you. This first one is called Pumpkin, and it's part of this See It Grow series by Jackie Lee. And this is a nonfiction book that's very simply describes how a pumpkin grows from a seed to a great big ball, like we learned recently in our song. And this one has really great large texts and photographs that share the straight facts on the pumpkin plant. This next book is called Runaway Pumpkins by Teresa Bateman, and this was just a really fun story about a group of kids who go on a field trip from school to a pumpkin patch, and then the pumpkins fall out of the bus and they have to decide what they're going to do next. This is called We're Going on a Pumpkin Hunt by Mary Hogan Wilcox with pictures by Lynn Munsinger, and this is one of our brand new Halloween pumpkin themed books that we've gotten this year. And this is a fun take on the classic children's story, We're Going on a Bear Hunt, but in this case they're looking for a pumpkin. And then the last book I have to share with you is kind of a classic called It's Pumpkin Time by Zoe Hall with pictures by Sherry Halpern, and it is about two kids who love Halloween so much that they start preparing for Halloween in the early summer by planting pumpkins, and it takes you through the whole pumpkin plant life cycle, and it ends with Halloween. And that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoy this week's Pre-K packet themed pumpkins. Don't forget to pick up your packet in the library drive-thru or downstairs at the lower floor desk inside the library. We hope to see you next week for our Week 3 theme, Bugs.